Hey there, my friend. It's time for our weekly wisdom card draw. This is your time to pause, ground yourself in the moment, connect with your body and soul, reclaim the power you have to create your life in each moment, and commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. I'm going to draw a card from Running Your World, the companion deck to my book, Running the World Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents. And each card has a photo from one of the continents on the front with a message on the back with some inspiration and reflection prompts. Now, before I draw a card, I would like to invite you to let yourself arrive in this moment. Just letting go of anything that came before, letting go of anything that will come after. It'll all be there, not in a stressful way, but you can actually give yourself the gift of these few minutes, just these few minutes for yourself out of this day, if not more. But start here with these few minutes. So just connecting with the present moment. One of the ways you can do that is just noticing your external environment, looking around you. And if you're in a place you've been thousands of times before, can you look at it with new eyes? And just be curious and see what you notice. Look at your surroundings as if you're seeing them for the very first time. Just kind of with childlike wonder looking around you at the space you're in. And taking your attention from the immediate surroundings to your connection with the surroundings. So if you're sitting down, noticing the contact between your body and the chair or whatever surface you're sitting on. Maybe noticing the contact between your feet and the floor or whatever they're touching. If you are standing or walking, noticing the contact as your feet touch the ground. And feeling the support of whatever it is that is holding you up. Again, maybe it's a chair, maybe it's the floor, maybe it's a bed or the grass outside. Underneath any of these surfaces, at the deepest layer, is the earth that is actually supporting you. And so just feeling those contact points. If your hands are in your lap, noticing the contact between your hands and your legs. And then from those contact points, you can bring your attention to the breath itself. So the sensations of the breath coming into the body and leaving the body. And there is no need for deep breathing or no need to control your breathing. There's no right or wrong here. So this isn't about breathing in a particular way. This is all about just noticing what is already here to be noticed. So when we bring ourselves into the present, it's not for the purpose of changing or controlling or fixing anything necessarily. It is just the very first thing you want to do is just be aware. Be aware of what's already happening. Your body is right here and right now. So anytime you bring your attention to it, you're bringing your attention into the present moment. So again, back to the breath. Maybe you're noticing the breath most strongly at the nose, or maybe at the mouth, or in the chest, or in the belly area. Just wherever you notice it the most strongly, just being extra curious about the physical sensations in that area of the body. So maybe the rise and fall of the belly or the chest, or just noticing the feeling of air passing through the nose or the mouth. And I've had my eyes open while I'm talking to you about this. You can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Again, no right or wrong. And just being curious if you have had your eyes open, maybe noticing what it would be like to close them. If you feel safe to close them, totally okay if not, or if you prefer not to. If you've had them closed, what might it be like to open your eyes? And again, reconnect with that external environment. So this little practice is something you can use anytime, anywhere to, again, bring yourself into the present and notice your body's existence in the present. So that was a little bit of a longer introduction, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. So whether your eyes are open or closed, you continue to just breathe and maybe look around and notice those connection points. And I'm going to bring the cards to my heart and ask to be guided to the message that will most support you today in being your true self and shining your light in the world. And with that intention out there, I'm going to shuffle the cards. And for you, you can just, again, just keep bringing yourself into the present, noticing your surroundings, noticing the contact points, noticing the breath, and just being curious about what it is you notice in the first place. So again, there is no right or wrong here. This is all about cultivating awareness of how you are in this present moment. And just being aware that you're in this present moment to begin with. And our card for today is Ritual. Alrighty, so we've got a little smoke fire here. This is from Australia, from the Daintree Rainforest, where we were actually gifted with a tour, that's not the right word, but just an experience with the Aboriginal people of the forest. And they gave us this little welcome ceremony, the smoke ceremony. It was very cool. All right, so ritual, what is our message? Does every day feel routine for you? Does every day feel so wildly different there's nothing that grounds you? Perhaps your days are somewhere in between. Rituals are an alternative to boredom and chaos. They don't have to involve fire and smoke, though they can. Rituals bring your awareness into the present. They help you express gratitude for the abundance in your life. They don't have to be fancy or take a lot of time. To create a ritual, bring your full attention to the moment. Maybe you start to notice differences in the sunrise or sunset. Maybe you focus on brushing your teeth as the only daily constant. When you ritualize daily tasks, they won't take any longer than they already do, but you may feel significantly more grounded, centered, and grateful. Experiment. What will your rituals reveal? All right. Letting that message flow through you. Just noticing and being curious about anything you're experiencing in this moment. So with our grounding in the present moment before we pulled this card, and then this card's focus on being in the present, getting some kind of message upon message to be present. Letting your attention be drawn to whatever part of the message most speaks to you. Being curious about what it is that you most needed to hear today in this message. Maybe you're noticing thoughts or emotions or physical sensations or all or none. Whatever you're experiencing is totally normal and perfectly okay and is meant for you in this moment. Not needing to push anything away or grab onto, try to grasp on anything. Just letting your awareness flow from moment to moment. Letting ritual bring up whatever it wants to bring up for you. And I will go ahead and read it one more time. So again, we have ritual. Does every day feel routine for you? Does every day feel so wildly different there's nothing that grounds you? Perhaps your days are somewhere in between. Rituals are an alternative to boredom and chaos. They don't have to involve fire and smoke, though they can. Rituals bring your awareness into the present. They help you express gratitude for the abundance in your life. They don't have to be fancy or take a lot of time. To create a ritual, bring your full attention to the moment. Maybe you start to notice differences in the sunrise or sunset. Maybe you focus on brushing your teeth as the only daily constant. When you ritualize daily tasks, they don't take any longer than they already do. But you may feel significantly more grounded, centered, and grateful. Experiment. What will your rituals reveal? And one more time, letting that message flow through you. That idea of experimentation. Again, there is no right or wrong way to do this. What works for one person may not work for another. So this is all about you being curious and exploring what works for you. And I also like to always say that we put pressure on ourselves to, do 50 things, by 8 a.m. in the morning. Really, the whole point of a ritual, the best ritual for you, is the one you will actually do. So taking away all the societal pressure or that you should do this thing every day or you should do that thing every day, that's all bogus, right? The only guidance that matters is what works for you. So find the ritual you'll actually do, something that speaks to you, something that feels good to you, something that resonates with you, and just play with that. So as you explore this concept of ritual, having fun and being curious about what it is that sparks your delight, what is it that brings you into the present moment and helps you take that pause from the daily busyness to remember that you are a body, a human being in this present moment. Enjoy this exploration of ritual. Thank you for being here in my ritual of sharing these wisdom card draws with you. So enjoy the journey and thank you so much for being here. I honor you for giving yourself the gift of this time and space for you today. See you next time.